Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we're looking at the Red Ranger. This is actually the Japanese version, so it's the TYRANNO Ranger. There's the packaging, as you can see. That is not Power Rangers. This is the Japanese version. Same exact figure with a couple extra accessories. Still a really sweet figure. Different packaging than the American version. So if you want the Power Rangers version, then you have to get the American. If you don't care about the version of the packaging, then the Japanese one's the way to go because you get extra stuff, and more stuff is always more better. I know that's not correct. Don't tell me that's not proper English. So there's the figure. It's really awesome. Paint apps are superb. Accessories are awesome. Everything about this guy just reeks of coolness and awesomeness, as long as you like Power Rangers. If you don't, then you shouldn't be watching this video anyway. He stands, give or take based on posing, just about exactly 6 inches tall. So pretty good size. I like that scale for these guys. I'm happy with it. As you can see, the sculpt work on the helmet, really phenomenal. Paintwork, top notch. Can't complain about anything there, other than maybe a little bit of a black wash would have been nice. But it's not too bad the way it is. Paintwork on the belt looks awesome. Sculpt is awesome. You can make out the dinosaur head on there. The suit is textured. The only thing that would make these guys cooler is if they had the slightly updated armored versions of themselves, not the gold Green Ranger armor. I'm talking about from the movie where they had the extra padding and that kind of thing. That's a really sweet set of suits, or whatever you want to call it, for the Power Rangers, but this is still really nice. Before we talk about the figure anymore though, let's talk accessories. He's got a whole slew of weapons, the coolest being the sword. I don't know the names of these things, by the way guys, it's been a while. But if you look super close, you can see his little icon logo thingy there. Paint apps are exquisite on these accessories. You really don't get better than this. It's all sculpted, fancy, nice work. So there's that. Then there's this, the unfolded blaster, dagger, whatever. You know, it's been a while, guys, so I'm not sure how they use all these different weapons anymore. So there's that one. Then there's the extended version of that one with the sonic screwdriver connected to it. Then there's the open one that actually looks like a gun. So that's cool. Then we have this one that's white and black, and I don't even know what this is offhand. I don't remember at all. But the sculpt and paint is still super fantastic. And then finally, there's this one, which is a combination of the two, which looks really good, really cool, really awesome. So that's it for the weapons. He comes with the American belt, since this is the Japanese version. That's why he has this. You can't get this in the American version, oddly enough, ironic enough maybe. And all you do is pop him apart at his waist, just like any other SH Figuarts. That'll just pop apart. You put the new belt on, and voila. This thing, the little holster thing, just comes off, and you can put it on the other version, so you don't have to worry about that. And then we also have the red, white, and blue collar piece, which is also Japanese exclusive. The red could be a little redder on that, though, I have to say. And all you do then is pop the head off, pop the neck off, and put in the new neck. And that looks pretty cool. So that's it for the different uniform pieces. Those are the only differences for the Japanese version. Now we have a bunch of different hands. You can see we have the 2 fist hands, standard right there. Then we have these 2 open claw type whatever hands. Those are nice. All the hands have the little padding thing on them. Hopefully you can see that. We have 2 gripping hands, slightly open, separated between the thumb and the index finger. So holding hands. Then we have a really similar set of hands, almost exactly the same but slightly different. Probably more suited for one of the accessories. I haven't looked that close yet. And lastly, we have even another set of gripping hands. You can see the shape of the fingers is different for all of them, so they're all probably suited for their own particular accessories. So that's pretty cool. As far as articulation goes, the head is on a ball hinge, so there's a ball peg in the neck and in the head, and then it's hinged in the middle, so you can get really any range of motion you want out of that. The neck is on a double ball peg. The shoulders are on this really convoluted type of joint. It's similar to the Dragon Ball Z SH Figuarts, where it has this floating piece here to hide the articulation. But if you look inside, you can see that there's a ball peg, and there's some plastic fuzz in there. There's a ball peg that holds a hinge. So that hinge inside can move all around. And then there's the hinge that the shoulder itself is connected to. So you get a huge range of motion out of these shoulders. Really cool design. A lot of engineering went into that, and I appreciate it. This also has the bicep swivel built into the shoulder, so that's really cool. You have a double jointed elbow. So really, anything you want to pose, any posing you want to do with the arm, you'll be able to get it done. The wrist has the same articulation as the neck. There's a ball peg in the forearm and in the hand, and then there's a hinge in that as well. So full range of motion there. The upper torso is on a double ball peg, so good range of motion there. Another double ball peg for the lower torso. The hips have a hinged ball peg, so just like the Dragon Ball Z figures, you can drop the hips down like that. That's the hinge, and then you have the ball peg to work with from there to give them an extra good range of motion. So that's a ball peg. It swivels around on there. Then the thigh itself can swivel around on that other piece. So tons of range of motion in these guys. Double jointed knees, just like the elbows. Could have been done a little bit more effectively, I think. But still, it's not too bad. And then the ankles have a ball hinge that swivels in the boot and in the foot, and it's hinged. So full range of motion there. If you want to have an ankle rocker, you just rotate it around and you have it. So that's really good. And then lastly, we have a toe hinge. So really just about as much articulation as you can pack into a figure. These guys have it. The only thing I would change, like I said earlier, is maybe a black wash, just a little bit, or a gray wash, something like that. And then if we could have gotten the movie versions, that would just be cool, because it's basically the exact same figure with a little extra coolness. But either way, this guy is a fantastic figure, and I highly recommend him, so go pick him up if you can. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.